Elon Musk is just like, I want to create my own hive mind through Twitter and like try to have a follower group that will do whatever I say.
Which he is. Grok is Twitter's AI.
Oh, yeah,
Basically,
for sure.
Elon Musk programs it to say whatever, and people realized he had reprogrammed it to basically say Elon Musk is the best at everything. So people were like, hey, Jesus rose in 3 days. Could Elon do it better? And it's like, well, Elon is very efficient. So yeah, he probably could do it better. Hey, how you doing out there? TV I Say, TV Club. We're back with another episode, as I promise you every week. And today, I'm so excited because we have Jono Zalay, one of my favorite names in comedy.
Thank you.
It's so fun to say.
Oh, wow,
Jono Zalay here because he has his third album out, Beat Life to Death with Blonde Medicine.
Correct.
Yes, and it is already out. You can check it out.
Anywhere where you listen to music and everything.
Yeah.
It's all on there.
You
Thanks
get
for
it.
having me. Good to be here. TV I Say.
Yeah.
I say.
Today, it's what you say. You're the guest. And I think you make more if they listen to it on Sirius or something.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Get the album. Yeah, get that money.
That probably,
You want those
definitely. It's the
streams.
only thing that pays in comedy anymore.
It really is like they play those tracks and every month you're just like, oh, wow, that is a little money. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I'll get a statement. It's like, I don't care about the Pandora and
Yeah, no,
Spotify
that's
pennies they try to give you.
It's like 75 cents.
Give me those Howard Stern plays on his little side hustle.
It's good. So welcome to TV I Say.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to talk to you about so much television.
Yes.
You've done a lot of really interesting things in TV.
I have. No, I have a very weird
Yeah,
IMDb.
very, very weird IMDb. That I was looking, I was like, this is what, you wouldn't expect this from a stand-up comic.
No, yeah.
This is what you'd think you'd see here. And you also got a James Corden credit, but it's
Sure.
a lot of things going on there.
Yeah. Only one stand-up TV credit. The rest are writing and other guest appearance type things.
Yeah. Do you do consulting on documentaries?
I do. I moved to Los Angeles in 2017 to do more TV writing because I was like what I was interested in. But I'm not really a narrative writer. Like I don't write for sitcoms or anything like that. Even though like my first credit was like technically on one of those. It was on a Go 90. Remember Go 90?
Yes,
it was,
I do.
It was like
Verizon's
the CISO. Yeah,
TV
Verizon's
thing.
90-degree thing.
What was
So
it? Because
was
I know
weird.
some of those shows went to CISO and some went to Quibi.
Yeah, I mean they all cannibalize each other.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's on Roku TV now or something.
I watched a few of them. Mm-hmm. There was one that had like Nicole. I watched that one.
My wife actually found that on Roku TV that was formerly Quibi.
Yes.
And it had Jared Goldstein on it, which was
Yeah,
such a
yeah.
fun surprise. I was like, oh, I know him.
Yeah, he was great. And I was just like, oh, he's going to be huge from this. It's so good. And then I think they were like, it's on Facebook TV now. And then
Yeah.
it just was gone. And yeah.
No, I mean, like TV is changing so rapidly, even in like the very few years that I've been writing for it. So yeah, like I moved out here in 2017 to write for general stuff, like not necessarily sitcoms, but like I did a science pilot with Comedy Central when Comedy Central still existed and was producing its own shows and everything.
Now it's the Office channel.
It is really
they love
the
to play
Office.
The Office.
And a daily show every now and again,
Yeah.
once a day.
And then back to The Office.
Yeah, back to the
Oh, and South Park now. Yep.
Right. Yeah. Limited run. Limited series. I love that.
Don't know that we'll get it
Prestige
back.
now for that.
Yeah.
So then I started writing for joke shows, like I was submitting packets for your At Midnights, your Jimmy Kimmel's, that kind of thing. I got a couple of pilot joke writing jobs. And then the first thing that went to air with in the documentary space was a show called, this is the most uneconomical name for a show, but it is This Giant Beast That Is the Global Economy. It was an Amazon Prime show that was supposed to be the TV docuseries version of The Big Short.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So like it was Adam McKay produced. So it was like, hey, like we love this, Big Short idea. What if we like explored more of these economic concepts and like how the world works financially from different angles? It was hosted by Cal Penn.
Love him.
Yeah, and so I got brought on to write the explainer sketches. So like I was not part of the documentary. I was brought on in post to like produce and write and help produce these sketches that, like, if you remember The Big Short, there's all these little asides where it's like, if you don't understand this, here's a interesting way with Selena Gomez to explain it. So I was writing those, but for TV. Yeah. So it was a great job because I just got to write comedy sketches and but with a backbone of economic principles, I guess. So
this is my dream job.
Yes.
Ever since I watched Drunk History, I've been like, that's what I want. I want to write funny stuff that's like kind of real. Yeah.
No, exactly. I was always interested in these kind of things. I don't have an economics background, but I did have a science background. Right. So I got my doctorate in neuroscience when I was in Boston. And then, I was useful in my writing resume for more technical writing, I guess.
What a pivot.
Yeah, exactly. They're just it's funny that they hired me because I don't have a financial background, but it was just like, well, you know math. You understand numbers.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, we've seen your stand-up. You talk about science. You can talk about economics. I mean, they're the same. And I did have to use stats, so yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
But so I got this crash course in economic theory from Adam Davidson. Do you remember him at all?
Oh, kinda, yeah.
He was a consultant on The Big Short, but he had a podcast for a while called Planet Money. I think it's still going, but he doesn't host it anymore.
He's kind of nerdy.
Yeah, very nerdy. So we'd have these really long, intensive seminars about economics. And I was like, okay, now that I understand, money laundering or AI stuff, I was like, here's the bit I'm going to write about it for Patton Oswalt or something. So I just got to write a dozen sketches.
Oh, that's the dream.
For a docuseries, and I was just like, that was fun. And then the people who I'm going to put this on airplane mode, sorry. Producer was like, hey, in a future project, is we need a little bit more humor in this docuseries project. Who do we know that writes for comedy but also docuseries? And then it just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah.
Where I didn't pursue it necessarily, but
there's
by just
so few people doing that.
Yeah, it's I can write technically but funny in the docuseries space. So I just kept getting jobs within it.
Yeah, that's the dream. I would love to do that. Or for true crime, writing the reenactment scenes in the past.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, I'd love that.
That would be so fun.
Oh, you get to go full drama with those. Girl being bullied by her older brother, and he's like, do it, kill the cat. And it's because they're evil and they make them, obviously. Yeah.
No, I know. That's when you just have the absolute most fun with it. I thought about that, those movies, they make where they're based on a true story, but everyone dies in it, like A Perfect Storm or whatever. It's they don't know what those guys said on that boat.
They don't know.
They're just making a bunch of storylines up that never got relayed to society. It's I bet they were fighting.
Yeah.
I bet it was messy. I bet one of them fucked the other's wives. It's real.
I had
it's
this
drama.
argument with a friend recently about Titanic because I was like, no, it's not historically accurate. We don't know what those people were actually saying. That's not how it actually went down. They don't think the captain was just good everybody. And she was like, no, it's absolutely how it happened. They did the research. And so I had to go in and I started looking at, and I was like, in reality on the Titanic, did you know 20 people got shot? People just started shooting almost immediately.
Yeah.
That's not in the
It's a little mini apocalypse.
Yeah.
There's chaos.
And people just started being bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Some Italian people, they took over a boat and were just we will shoot anyone who tries to stop us.
That classic Italy boat, by the way.
Yeah, classic. And I'm like, no, see, that wasn't in the movie. The movie is just the men heroically were like, yes, you go. And no. There was literally men who were putting dresses on and punching babies in the face.
Absolutely.
It's so, the reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's some PTSD on multiple angles on that, whoever survived that boat. It was a Squid Game, basically.
It was basically a Squid Game.
Uh-huh.
We learn something every day. Goodness gracious.
There's a lot of websites about it because then it's a big conspiracy where people were like, well, one guy shot all these people, but actually some people are like, no, a bunch of people shot a bunch of people.
How many guns were on there? That's how many people shot people.
If you had a gun, Titanic, you're gonna be shooting.
Now's the time to use your gun.
Yeah.
What, save it for the bottom of the ocean? Come on.
But yeah. So there's so many things I want to talk to you about. We're talking about the neuroscience thing right now.
Oh, right.
And so I want to know, have you seen Pluribus?
Great question.
Sci-fi hit everyone is talking about.
I just started it. And
okay.
you were kind of one of the people who pushed me into it, actually, because I was like, I just finished Severance on Apple TV, and I was like, oh, I keep getting fed this Pluribus on Apple TV, and like I like Vince Gilligan's shows.
Yep. He's incredible.
And I was like, I'll watch this. I haven't decided if it's next or not, and I was like, yeah, let's just go it. So I'm 2.5 into it, or a little over 2.
Yeah.
They're at the Ice Hotel right now.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Spoiler
so
alert.
you're in the newest episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. And
you caught up
it's
fast.
It's is that really? It's only 3 weeks in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
I think
Okay.
it's on Fridays,
You're right here with us.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
basically
Tonight there's
I'm
a new
the tip of the
episode at
spear
9
right
o'clock.
now. Okay.
It comes out Friday, but here it comes out 9 p.m. Thursday night. Little tip if you have Apple TV and live in California.
All right.
Yeah.
Time zones.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah, like that. It's a great show so far. Loving it. And like, yeah, with the neuroscience background, I do have some thoughts.
I would love to hear them.
Well, first, 2 quick, like sort of weirdly nostalgic things for me in the show is that like with the Ice Hotel they're in currently in Norway for the show on the 3rd episode. I've been to that Ice Hotel.
You've been there?
Or one. I've been to the one in Sweden.
Okay,
Because I studied abroad in Sweden in my 20s, and we took a trip up to the Arctic Circle. We went to an ice hotel. It was exactly like they described it. Like you're walking into it. I bet they went to an actual one.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was an art like masterpiece.
Was it cold?
It's so funny because like you're outside in the Arctic Circle and it's like -30 below.
Yes.
And then you walk into a just freezing temperature and you're just like, this is a sauna compared to the blowing wind with the moose running around. So it wasn't that cold inside because you are wearing your big parkas and stuff like that. We didn't stay there, by the way. Like to stay in those is like...
That was gonna be my next question. Like, how many beds?
Like the weekend I was there, like the Swedish royal family was staying there, so I don't think anyone was even allowed to stay there. But it was like, like $300 or $400 a night in 2003.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I was a poor college kid. I'm not like
shelling
out the money for the.
I spent some of my time abroad in Sweden, and it is so expensive there.
It's it's such a dumb. I mean, like I know why there was some specific classes I had to take or whatever, and I just want to go to Europe, but like it was the most expensive country in Europe at the time. I was like, what a horrible use of my little money.
I did not have a lot of money. I was in a program that gave us like a little stipend each month, which was wild. Like I was living large in Germany, and then I had to go to Sweden for a month and a half, and I was like, I am poor here. I was like, I can afford to live in a cabin in the back of this couple's house. That's what I did. It was
Which city?
So I went to Faroe Island off of Gotland.
Okay.
And so, I went into Stockholm and then had to fly to Gotland and then take a ferry to Faroe.
That archaeologically relevant. I took a Swedish Viking archaeology class called like the Viking Age. So I remember that island. It was like, oh yeah, there was a discovery there of all these old Viking artifacts.
Well, I was there because I liked Ingmar Bergman, who... is depressing and recently outed as a Nazi.
Oh no!
Yeah. We didn't know. No one knew. We didn't know.
Oh, the sweet old. It was
not in his autobiography.
Yeah, with only the only bad people back then were the Bush administration, the evil classic of America, 21st century,
exactly.
Not like extra classic Nazi
we weren't
style.
that woke yet, okay? There was so much on my mind, and
right.
Yeah, so these thoughts you have.
Oh yeah, so the other nostalgic thing was that because I studied neuroscience, I also worked in a rat lab, which they show in the first episode, and like. When you work with rats, like they do bite.
How is that? Yeah, that's my biggest fear.
Like as soon as that woman, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen this yet, takes like her glove off to hold the rat, I'm like, no, bitch, don't do it.
Yeah.
He's gonna bite you, or like it's like she was asking for it. Sorry, but if you take your protective gloves off, like I had like little like flashbacks of like all the different times I got bit by rats.
Oh, do you have to like get tested after?
No,
every time?
I mean like the lab rats are very like sterile and like they do like I mean theirs weren't obviously. So again, spoiler alert for the plot, but like mine was a drug abuse research lab. So the only thing that in the rats was cocaine.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Yeah. So like if you wanted a bump, let them bite you. I guess.
Nibble up, guys. Oh, that's a fun time.
But their teeth are very sharp, so don't handle rats without a glove.
So I am curious, like, do you already have your Pluribus theory? A lot of viewers are already like, here's how I think it's aliens, and they're gonna prove blah blah blah. Here's how this is gonna work. I think that, I mean, it's a hive mind concept, not like it's the first we've really seen in like modern television, other than the one episode of Rick and Morty, which I think is like such a perfect episode for Rick and Morty. It like does encapsulate all a hive mind is and what its purpose is. It's like almost like a little explainer for a hive mind. Very funny. And like so far, my theory is, like, because I was wondering to myself, I was like, are these aliens that gave us this RNA sequence to like become part of the hive mind, are they then going to come here to like make us complacent and steal all our resources? Or is the goal just to be that hive mind throughout the galaxy or the universe, really? And like, that's because it would be so much more efficient to just send out a radio signal 600 light years away than a ship, which would take 600 years at the speed of light. Yeah.
And in a direction where you don't necessarily know there is life. So if you're just beaming out this signal, and then they like automatically kind of, if there's intelligent life, you take it over.
Yeah.
Like it's a very efficient way to just become life in the galaxy.
You're setting up little satellites everywhere.
Yeah. So it's like power for power's sake. Like you're just you're broadcasting your signal, like, because theoretically now the Earth would now be broadcasting that same signal using their own satellites and everything. And so it's a multiplying effect, chain reaction to anywhere in the universe.
Yeah. And
so like I think the goal is just to be life.
I think so. My only kind of theory is I think it's The Last of Us kind of, where it is like a microbe mushroom thing that came from the Earth actually and took over humans and is going to be like, you guys were killing the planet and we just had to take you over to make everything better.
I mean, I definitely see the parallel themes of Last of Us and Pluribus, where like it is like that sort of viral spread of something that will,
and then like the random people who can't be infected for some reason, which is like, ask more questions about that, girl. Like, come on.
Right, exactly. Like, this is like I see this hive mind as like kind of a, I mean, not great, but like a version of AI that I would actually ask questions of rather than the AI we have currently, which kind of sucks.
Yeah. Oh, my first, all the questions I would ask.
Yeah.
Where's John Bonet?
Yeah.
and we're gonna find out.
Yeah, because someone knows who someone knows who someone knows. Like everyone, it's everyone's, not just like published aggregate knowledge, but personal aggregate knowledge. You know all the details.
Yeah.
You want to know about
Amy
a scandal.
Bradley? I know.
There's no more true crime. Like all of the crime is known. Yeah. So there's no more investigating. Here's the tea.
Investigation discovery disappears.
Yes. Everyone just knows.
Mothers in the middle of the day are just like, I guess I'll go outside. I don't know what to do without Snapped.
Yes. It's and like that also begs the question is like, now what's interesting? Like that's why like I was a little bit surprised in her little conclave of the unturnable people that spoke English, which I thought poor choice to not include everyone.
Me too. I'm
sure that will come up.
Yeah, and now and then she wants to be all. Maybe you haven't gotten. There's a part where she's basically like, okay, even the ones who don't speak English, then, and it's like, okay, Miss Bossy Pants.
Yeah, come on.
Right.
Classic white feminist. Am I right?
Right.
It's just
like you literally have someone with you who could translate for anyone,
or even for themselves.
Yeah.
Like they probably all know each other. Whatever. So poor choice by her. I mean, she's a flawed character.
Yes, exactly.
Which is why we love her.
We love it.
And these others, I'm like, it's like you realize that even like as you're living out your supportive AI fantasies here, having them prepare your food and having them be, let's face it, slaves.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's going to get old.
Yeah.
Like having everything you've ever wanted without any challenge,
people
consequence,
say this. And I don't know that I agree.
Really? Okay.
Like people, like in Last Man on Earth,
okay.
people would be like, oh, you get tired of all this freedom and getting whatever you want and just being able to drink all day and eat. And I was like, I don't know that I would. I don't. If I got power and electricity, I can watch things.
It's a good life.
You still got friends around. I mean, yeah, they're hive mind friend, but then they're answering all my questions. That's fun all day. I
mean, like people are using AI to be their therapist and stuff like that. I'm sure they would help in a like mental health capacity. Where it's like, hey, how do I process this? What do I do? How do I fill my days without wanting to kill myself? And like then you'd have to sort of gin up scenarios. Like I wonder how compliant the hive mind would be if you said like, hey, how about like 10 of you just embody the personalities of people I actually knew.
Yeah.
Or people would want to get to know. And like you have all their experiences. You can like, even, I mean, like maybe.
Yeah, you could even be like, oh, I want this person's hotter, but I want this person's personality in there.
Right. And because they have that. They have that data. They could do it for you. They could just generate a friend for you that's not necessarily
which they basically try to do for Carol, and she's like, right, oh, this is creepy. They
know my weird desires.
And everything my wife knew.
Right. Because it's like that weird like sort of heaven paradox where it's like if you go up there and everything's perfect, what's the point?
Yeah.
It is, but like it would be the limits of your own capacity to be creative with it, I guess. If you just couldn't think of new ways to challenge yourself or new experiences to have, you would probably eventually get sick of eating even like the best Michelin star food.
Yeah.
It's like what else is there?
Well, yeah.
If there's no challenge to overcome, it's like you're on a video game with cheat mode.
Yeah. I mean, I loved playing The Sims with the cheat codes. That's the best way to play it. Rosebud.
Yeah, we got all the money.
Yeah. So.
I mean, but eventually it's going to be, you're just going, like, it's the same with, like I think Elon Musk just got bored.
Yeah. And your brain, it just kind of starts to atrophy. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to see with some of the other people who are like, oh, I'm cool with this. I love that, they do whatever we say and I get to be basically president now. Why would I go back to the old life?
Right. Yeah. I think like this is kind of a weird microcosm, like several parallels to our world in general, but like the idea that like Elon Musk had so much money he could live forever doing nothing, whatever he wanted, and not contribute to society anymore. But he's just like, instead just like, but I'm bored. I want to get into politics. I want to like influence society. I want to create my own hive mind through Twitter and like try to have a follower group that will do whatever I say.
Which he is. I mean, have you seen what's going on Twitter today?
No, what is it?
So there's,
what, Twitter?
Grok. Oh my. Grok is Twitter's AI.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
Basically,
for sure.
Elon Musk programs it to say whatever. And at one point, like, it would honestly say the truth about things. Like, you could be like, hey, was Elon Musk right about this? And it would be like, no, he was not. The actual truth is blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then people realized he had reprogrammed it to basically say Elon Musk is the best at everything. So people were like, hey, Grok, Jesus rose in 3 days. Could Elon do it better? And it's like, well, Elon is very efficient. So yeah, he probably could do it better than And no matter what you ask, it was like, he is a better fighter than Muhammad Ali, actually. So
that's so funny.
Just being the richest man, being like, I just need to program something to make everyone like me and think I'm cool.
Right.
And if that's what's at the center of Pluribus, okay.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Like, there's an element to that.
Yeah.
That's why I love these big high concept shows.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Because you get to explore. Like, so far, I feel like everyone's acting kind of rationally. Like the main character, she's traumatized by it, of course, and like as anyone kind of would be at first, at least, and like you get to see like the sort of fantasy version of that through the guy who comes in on Air Force One, which is great. There is a little bit of that.
He's doing it
Last
right,
Man on
I
Earth,
would say,
which I didn't watch the full Last Man on Earth, but like there's parts of it where it's like, I get to go do shit at the White House.
Yeah.
That would be fun for a little while. But yeah, like I'm kind of curious why there's not more agreement from the others in her position.
Yeah.
That's so far the only thing that doesn't read true. Because like so far it does seem like, this is kind of how it would play out. Other than getting back to neuroscience, humans are not an efficient use of hive mind.
Okay, please explain this.
Okay, so like you've heard the phrase we only use 10% of our brains or whatever,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like that's all a myth. Like there's no part of our brain we don't use.
Wow. Okay.
So we like every part of our brain's being used, but like our brain does delegate tasks. Like there's an executive function, like that's the prefrontal cortex. That's why we're more evolved than all the other species on Earth. It's everything like that, and it's and there are hive mind type species like bees and ants and stuff like that who are obviously way less evolved than us. And they can kind of create their own little neural network top down through these communication devices that they communicate with each other to send signals the way that we would our own neurons. But like we're still have that executive function in our brain. So like if someone infected us with whatever virus, it would have to remain efficient and not like have everyone's brain rot. It would have to like kind of degrade our cognitive function, our decision making, like because it's taking that away.
Right.
Yeah.
That part of our
You'd
brain.
have to get rid of free will.
Exactly.
Which they kind of address in the latest episode because it's like she goes to the grocery store because she just is like, I just want groceries. It's totally empty. And it's like, well, yeah, in a world where people are just kind of able to do what they want because everything is run by a hive mind, there's no need to buy groceries. And then she's like, but I want the groceries. This is my experience. So all these people who are part of the hive mind and just regular people have to go and unload all the trucks and drive them all in just so she can have the grocery store. And that's when she realizes like, oh, these people are all doing what they want to do. But then it's like, are they? Like, what does the hive have them doing when they're not doing things for
anything.
Carol?
Right.
That's what I want to know.
That's a good question.
I
Yeah, like
thought
I
about
would
that.
imagine they would be like carrying on that mission, kind of like they were originally, like spread, using the auger plates to propagate the virus or whatever.
Yeah.
But then like they'd probably build satellites, aggregate resources to like construction crews to build more and more satellites around the world to send off into the universe.
Yeah.
That'd be one project, but I can't imagine that's everyone on
Everyone on
Earth.
Earth.
Like, do they still have people farming to like feed those people? I guess
just being like, you guys got to keep doing your job because we rely on it. That's
Right.
those are questions I'd love answered.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new distribution of resources, and like I would love to see the government of the hive mind. I guess like how do you decide which people do what and what resources to allocate?
Oh wow, yeah, I bet it's a little racist.
Oh, for sure
it
it
is.
is.
It's definitely gonna.
Certainly a little sexist.
Yeah.
I bet.
Oh, definitely. The Carol's little personal slave, who they're like has to be a woman. Okay.
I also wonder if they're like breeding.
Yeah.
Because like, do they need if they want to maybe keep living, they would have to pair people up and have them do the dirty deed.
Yeah.
How do they decide that? Is it like maybe is it like a eugenics experiment now?
Yeah. Probably.
We're going so deeper than I ever thought about this show.
I mean, yeah. Your kids are already part of the hive mind when they're born. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of places this could go, and that's what you love about Vince.
I would love that that would be kind of like the anti-racist version of it, because like genetic diversity is so healthy evolutionarily that like you would have so many different like people traveling and interracial coupling and stuff like that. It would be
that everyone is one.
Yeah,
technically.
kinda.
So, Well, that also is kind of weird. It's like your family is in there.
right.
Oh yeah, a lot of issues with the hive mind.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, these are that's what I love about the show so far. Is like, oh, I get to think about
making you
these.
think.
Yeah. And we don't have a lot of shows that make you think these days.
not
I feel
And
like.
but within
I'm
that
not
show,
watching
no one would be thinking is the problem. There'd be
Yeah.
a waste of their decision making ability, and that's why like humans wouldn't be great, whereas like lesser species might be to be the hive mind. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've made me now believe it's aliens. I'm just going to listen and believe you because you are a scientist.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There you go. Pluribus,
Science
we
has
figured it
spoken.
out, and that's how it goes. I'm excited to watch more of it. I'm glad we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
We've already talked about one great show we're all watching, but it is time for the watch list, where we all talk about what we watched over the last week. It can be old stuff, new stuff. Jono, what are you watching?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I just finished Severance,
Yes.
which I liked in general.
You happy with that season 2 ending?
I not really. I I mean, it's a good cliffhanger, I guess. I also think that like the setup to it was a little like I realized they have to create stakes for like all these decisions from both innies and outies.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was a few solutions they didn't discuss that were like a little bit of a plot hole.
Right? I was like, guys, there's like other machines and things like there's other solutions here. And I feel like because What's-Her-Face was off in Weird Town doing whatever with weird people, she wasn't there to be like, you guys are being dumb about this.
Right.
And then she shows up and is like, yeah, here's a very easy way to do that. But
yeah, so it was a little frustrating. I do like the overall universe they've created, that weird Lumen mythology and lore and what their influence is, like a Mormon Scientology mashup is very interesting. Overall, I like the show. I love the concept. Again, big high concept thing about, severing your consciousness and that kind of thing. That's fun. And who you would be in a different scenario.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see where they go with it. I was wondering if this was only going to be 2 seasons, but apparently they're already in.
Yeah, I guess it already got renewed for 3, and then they brought in a new showrunner because Ben Stiller is just mostly going to direct now because he's doing other projects, and I guess the new showrunner is like, we have it set for like 4 seasons that they know they definitely want to do.
Yeah.
So
I love it when they have like a plan like that in art, like they did for The Wire, I guess, was always
The
going to be 5
Wire, they
seasons.
always knew it was going to be 5 seasons. Yellow Jackets, they knew they wanted to do 5 seasons, and then they kind of fumbled the ball on that one.
Ooh.
Yeah. And now they got renewed for that 4th and final.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, they got a 4th and final.
I only watched season 1 of it. I like the concept of that one, but I did not. It was also one of those things where it's like, I think it was on Showtime or something.
Yeah, it's Showtime, and then it moved to like Paramount Plus.
Yeah, it was one of those like where it's like, I used up my week trial. I'm not going to pay for Showtime.
Yeah, that's really the only show they had. The first season is the best season. If you were going to watch it, just do the first.
I mean, I did really like the first season.
Yeah, that's all you got to see. Because after that, you're like, what is going on with this show? They got a 4th and final. I do like that. Apple TV, I guess, just put out a whole thing that's like, here's how we've planned out these future shows.
Oh, okay.
Some surprises on there. Bad Monkey, I guess, is coming.
Okay.
I've
not seen it.
It's okay.
Okay.
It was Vince Vaughn, and he's a kind of sassy detective.
We love a sassy detective.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm breaking the rules, Chief.
Oh, wait. I want to see a show about a detective that plays by the rules.
Come on. In that case, I think you'd probably want to watch Smoke, also on Apple TV, which they said is planned for 3 seasons, and I don't know how. I watched the first season of that show. It makes no sense, and it's not very good.
Okay.
It's not one I'd recommend, but if it's about a town dealing with an arsonist, and then it's like, but is the arsonist the arson investigator?
Oh, it's got Journey Smollett.
She doesn't play by the rules, but her partner plays by the rules. So
speaking of which, in the last week, I watched the movie North for the first time. Have you seen North?
I don't think so.
It's Elijah Wood as a little kid. It's great, fun overall concept. The idea is like a kid is like a free agent. He gets to pick his parents around the world or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
Jussie Smollett is in it.
Oh, wow.
As like a 10-year-old.
Wow.
It's crazy.
If only he knew.
Right.
If only he knew.
What else do I watch? I'm watching. I had never seen The West Wing, so my wife had, but she's like, "I'll rewatch it with you."
I mean, I am watching Ken Burns' American Revolution doc, so I'm all about America right now. How you feeling about West Wing?
It is great to see a fantasy world where people in government take their jobs seriously.
Right?
Is it aging well?
It is.
Okay.
So many of the like crises we deal with are like almost cyclical, there's a conflict in the Middle East, there's a crisis with a plane going down, like all that kind of stuff is like, it happens every other year or something like that. And like there's you see how important everyone's job is in general, and how challenging politics is, and specifically making change. I think The Wire did a great job of that as well, like showing how intractable our problems are, and not like simple solutions to anything. It's like you change one thing, it's going to change 10 other things.
But The West Wing kind of gives you that hope of like, I think that one thing could change everything.
I
You just need
know.
one good speech from President Bartlett, and you could change the world.
Right? It does like
time.
have that little fantasy element to it. It's like this is real world adjacent, but it's
Yeah.
still like an idealized version of it. It's like the version that
Aaron Sorkin.
Aaron Sorkin wants it to be, or whatever.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
I feel like that was. I never watched the Newsroom, and I hear it's bad. But
Oh,
like,
that's the
I hear
tone
it's
of
like
most
that.
of his stuff.
Yeah.
The news, even Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, which
Yeah.
is like a SNL parody, was
Uh-huh.
like, we are making the most important comedy in the world, okay? This sketch about a farting priest is going to get
Yeah.
people thinking.
Oh no.
It's you gotta love Sorkin.
Yeah, I mean, I do overall like his stuff, but he is a little up his own ass. But like, I would say The West Wing is his best work.
Absolutely.
And I'm also weirdly almost like a companion piece watching Veep. Like, so my wife and I will watch like West Wing during dinner, and then like as we're winding down at night in bed, we're like, let's throw on a Veep. It's pretty.
Oh yeah, I did
low
a Veep
stakes.
rewatch last year
Yeah.
because obvious reasons,
Yes.
and it's so good.
Yeah.
It is. Every time you're like, yeah, they deserved every single one of those Emmys.
Yep.
Every single one.
Very good.
That's a good watch list.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then like we also are you familiar with BritBox?
Yes.
So my wife loves a cozy mystery, so we're watching Death in Paradise.
Okay. Yeah.
But like she also watches all the Agatha Christie Poirot stuff as well, and like Murder, She Wrote and all those. Like, so she's watched all those and has them on in the background all the time. So I like kind of passively absorb them. But
I've
like,
done Death in Paradise.
Okay.
Which I love.
Yeah.
But I guess there's a new BritBox show. Someone was telling me to watch about like a sexy version of Sherlock Holmes or something.
Okay. Go.
And they were
on.
like, it's like Sherlock Holmes, but he's like sexy and hot. And I was like, okay.
I mean, is Sherlock not hot?
I guess he
Coming in-
wasn't. I
don't
don't.
know. I couldn't. I have not explored the catalog of BritBox just yet.
There's it's a solid.
But
it's a solid
I mean, like, there's so many old timey mysteries in it because the Brits love a cozy mystery.
They do.
do.
They do. Yeah. Oh, that's a good watch list. I love that your recommendations are so hopeful and positive because mine are nightmares. I've been watching so much true crime.
Yeah.
What else is there to watch?
I mean, it's the only shows that are getting made anymore.
Yeah, that's honestly and
yeah.
truly, like, I go through it, I'm like, what's kind of out and new? Netflix this week put out like 3 true crime docs. Okay, sorry. That's what there is to watch. The first one over there is the Carmen family murders, which yeah, if you watch Dateline, you already know this story. It is about the guy who was found lost at sea in a like a raft, and he was brought onto a boat and his mom was missing, and he's like, our boat got overturned, my mom died in this accident, but I survived. And everyone's like, wow, he's so brave. But then people are like, oh, it's kind of weird because like a few months ago, his grandpa got shot in the head by somebody and they never figured out who did that. And now his mom, wow, he gets all this money. Good for him, I guess. And then slowly some people are like, so your mom wasn't a good swimmer, so why would she not like do this if water's coming into the boat? And why would they? And so slowly it becomes clear like the kid probably did it and he kills himself. And so it remains a mystery, kind of. And this documentary, everything that covers this so far is like, the kid did it. It's so clear. This documentary says, what if he didn't?
Of course.
What if he didn't?
Netflix.
They interview like his dad and his family, and they're like, here's why we believe he didn't do it. We just can't imagine he would do it.
Oh, no.
And it is a little like forcing the family to confront some of the truth and watching them deal with it in real time and try to rationalize. And also a few parts where you're like, okay, yeah, true crime media has made a big deal out of this when he was like autistic, and it isn't fair to like say, well, his answers to this were weird when it's like,
He
that's
was
just
already weird.
Yeah, like that's just how he talks about things. And
Yeah.
so
Did he, is the speculation that he then killed himself because of just like the scrutiny and pressure?
yeah, that because everyone had turned on him and people were like, we think you killed your grandfather, we think you killed your mom. And they are like, because of all this pressure and no one believing him, he killed himself. And other people are like, he killed himself because he did it and he didn't want to go to prison.
I mean, like both, I could see, like, not knowing the story, I could see both scenarios. But it is like one of those, like, once you put a spotlight on something, you're changing it.
Yeah.
Like this isn't just like, oh, he killed himself because you were part of this equation as viewers.
Yeah.
As judgment makers, like that's why.
And I will say it did kind of change my mind. He definitely still killed his grandpa, but I do believe the thing with his mom might have been an accident.
Interesting.
Layers.
It was a good one. And then also on Netflix is Aaliyah, a kidnapping story, which is the most frustrating documentary of all time. It is the story of this case in, I believe, Argentina, where this guy had been dating a girl. She's 12 and he is, I think, 23. This is like also the 80s.
I was about to say so this isn't the like pop star Aaliyah and R. Kelly problem.
It's spelled like
my thought.
And I was like, but there is still a
some
suspicious
right
age
here.
difference.
There is a very suspicious age difference.
If you are a young girl named Aaliyah, you are in danger.
Yeah, be
get
careful
out of there. Get a guardian to keep you away from predatory men.
Yeah, because this girl's guardians were like, well, fine, you can hang out with him, but only at our house. And quickly he became kind of abusive, and this girl very quickly was like, I don't want to deal with you anymore, I'm done. And he comes over one day with a gun and holds her family hostage. And like he's hurting people in the family, but then it becomes this huge media spectacle where like it's on live TV. People are like outside like screaming his name and cheering him on because they're all like, he's just in love. This is just a boy who is like, that is how wild true romance is. They're just lovers, and it's beautiful actually that he's doing this. And like the cops are like, no, he has like beaten people. He's going to kill people. Like he's evil.
Yeah.
And they're just like, no, this is so romantic. Like actually she is kind of a jerk for not being into him. Like why won't she just get back with him? And he's watching all of this on the TV. As it says, so he's in there holding them hostage, being like, see, you stupid bitch, everybody says you should just be me with me because this is so romantic what I'm doing. And the police slowly are like, maybe we should turn the power off in the apartment so he can't see this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's basically the worst police department in the world.
Of course it always
where
is.
at one point the guy is like, fine, I'm going to let everyone go, her little sister, her brothers, but I'm just going to keep her. He lets everyone else go. And then the cops are like, he was doing a better job negotiating when the little sister was in there. Maybe we should send the little sister back in there. Let's send her back in there. And they do. They send this 10-year-old girl back in there to negotiate. They have her little brothers negotiating with this guy. And her parents are just like, why don't you, the police, just rush in there with a gun? Like, just go in there. He's one kid. Go in there. And so the police still are just like, no, he says, we're like, look, he says he's going to chill. Like, we're just going to listen to him. And it goes on for hours. At this point, he's become like a national figure to people.
Of course.
And finally, he's like, I'm just tired. And the police are like, look, just like let everybody go and come on out and we'll get you whatever you want. And he's like, could you guys like get me something to eat for dinner first? Like drop off some pizzas. And they get this guy pizzas. And the parents are like, again, why are you doing this? And if you're thinking, and then it had a great ending and he got arrested and the girls came out, well, they were like, he says he's going to come out, guys, don't worry, he's coming out. And he started shooting and killed the girl, shot the 10-year-old in the face. She did survive, though. But, yeah. And the city is just like, even like the city was like, the cops are so dumb. Why did they play this game with this kid for so long and just like let this go on? And they ended up having to give the family like $10 million. And the family was like, yeah, this, yep.
That was
Yikes,
so
bro.
dumb.
Yeah. You just watch and you're like, they're going to do the worst. Oh, yeah, you're going to do the worst idea. That's what you're going to do? Okay. And you just see them being like, well, yeah, now in retrospect, we see it was a bad idea to send a 10-year-old into an apartment with a guy who had a gun. So, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yikes.
Yeah. And
I will say the one move I will defend is sending a pizza in there because when you're hungry, you get a little shooty,
angry.
you know? Like
Yeah.
you want them to be like contented, more reasonable, maybe a little sleepy.
Yeah, a little tired. And he was saying, I'm tired. He was hungry. So that part,
We don't want to be
you know,
hangry.
and I think like
hangry.
at one point also like the girl she managed to get to a window and had like built this like rope with like sheets and was like gonna try to climb down. So they were like, we're gonna distract him at the front with like the pizza thing and see if we can get her to like climb out through the window. But it was like too far up and she got too scared.
Well,
Yeah. So if you want something that will just ruin your weekend, there you go. And the final one is The Death of Fernando, which is about a young boy who was beaten to death outside of a club by a group of other young boys, and it went viral. And then they all got like arrested, but they were like, they started the fight and it became a whole thing of like, they were all like kids. And basically they got away with it and didn't go to prison. Because everyone was like, kids will be kids.
No, I don't like unhappy endings.
Well, yeah, no docs. I got a happy ending doc. I got a happy ending doc.
Yeah.
My nightmare stalker, the Eva something story. If you watch CSI Miami, she was like the lead girl in it, like the lady detective.
Eva LaRue.
Yeah, Eva LaRue.
Okay.
And when she was on the show at its height, she got a crazy stalker who like was sending her insane messages, calls, bought like things to her house, just saying heinous things about her and her daughter. And it went on for years. Like CBS would get these things that he would call the daughter's school and all this stuff. And she would move, she would do all these security things. And it's this doc that like looks at how intense this stalker was and like the process of trying to figure out who it was. And she's like, I'm on this show that's all about like finding people justice. And in reality for her, it takes like 10 years for the police to actually get this guy to have something where they could like go and be like, we know who it is, and like get into his house. And you just like, she's the strongest woman in the world and she deserves 1 million guns. She should have every gun she wants.
Okay.
Like this guy would leave messages at her house that were just like, just want you to know I'm the guy who's going to rape and murder you. XOXO. And she'd be like, well, looks like we got to move again. And it's like,
poor lady.
he does eventually get arrested. So it's a happy ending.
Okay.
And like, she's fine. And the daughter's fine.
How long is he in jail for?
That was the bad part, actually.
Of course.
That actually, I think
6 months on probation.
I do think he only got like 2 years or something, and then only served like a few months of that.
Justice.
No.
And she was like, he tormented my family for a decade. Like, she was engaged to be married, had a new, like, her husband died. She was engaged to this other guy, and the guy started like harassing that guy's job and employees, so she had to end that.
Man.
But kind of a good end. Nice.
I mean, like, at least
to the other
there
ones,
was
yes.
like a
Yeah.
conclusion to
Yes.
it.
Yes.
It might not be long lasting. Maybe there's a part 2, a tragic part 2
Yeah.
coming up.
Yikes.
But like the last documentary I worked on was actually a film. It was Stormi Daniels.
Oh, you did the Stormi. That's what
awesome.
I loved the
Let's
Stormi
talk
Daniels
about
doc.
it.
It was so well done.
Thanks. So I was a story producer on it, and because Stormi was, a public figure who, if you can believe it, had a few people who didn't like her.
Hard to believe.
There was a lot of security protocols. Like, she was living in like parts unknown Florida at the time. But like, yeah, she was like a little paranoid, as one might be who's constantly receiving death threats.
Yeah.
And like, she's like, I don't care about people calling me a whore. I was she was a porn actress for, a couple dozen years. But it's just like, call me a slut or whatever. But like, don't try to like threaten my family or whatever. Cause she has a daughter, she has a husband. Like, she's trying to live her life. She's trying to have horses. Horses are very therapeutic. They don't, you can't just throw them in the car with you, go to a new place. You got to find one where they can eat grass and run around, have their happy horse lives. And so she just like went through so much stuff. So it was like such a stressful time for her as we were filming it, that it was like crazy to see it unfold. And like all the archival footage of her is nuts. It's like she's had quite a life.
Yeah.
Right.
I recommend watching it. It's on Peacock.
It's on Peacock.
great.
It's so just well done, and the way it captures how she starts dating the guy making the documentary, and just how questionable it all is.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And what
was it like to handle that in the narrative?
I mean, like, that's the challenge, I guess, when you're making the documentary, is like which strings to pull, which like story arcs to go down, because like you could, given that all like the ups and downs she's had, you could like kind of like make a cleaner arc, or you could have like the messy arc, there was a lot of messy in her life. Personal, beyond the political scandals she was involved in.
And I thought it did a good job of just humanizing her, and you felt kind of bad for her, but yeah, it was good.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I learned so much more about her working on this project, because like I'd only like read the headlines, like I didn't dive deep into her life before, and I was like, oh yeah, she's the porn actress who slept with Trump. That's interesting. But like, yeah, her whole backstory is very fascinating. The fact that she like kind of chose to go into the adult industry in a way where it's like she was like a valedictorian of her high school, basically, like had a scholarship to go to college. She's like, I'm going to make more money as an adult entertainer. And I like doing it. So fuck you if you don't like it.
Good for her.
Yeah. It was fascinating.
Yeah. That, one of my favorite docs that came out. So great job.
Thanks.
Well done there.
Yeah, no, Sarah Gibson was the showrunner for that. She's the one who like had brought me on, because she'd worked on a couple projects together beforehand. She's great.
Did you work on The Con?
Yes, The Con, season 2. Not first season, season 2.
I was hoping it would get another one.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, it was fun. It was cool to work.
But there's only so many cons. Like, there's a point where like even American Greed, I'm like, you guys, you're out of ideas. Like,
I mean, like, think of though in like 10 years after all that's going on right now,
there's gonna be so many.
There could do one on just CryptoCons.
Yeah,
it really could.
Like the amount of cryptocurrency being used for all sorts of bribery, laundering, all sorts of shady stuff globally, and fooling people out of their life savings for it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I look forward to the future of documentaries because did you watch the High School Catfish doc on Netflix?
No.
It's
That one was so
wild.
good.
It's about this girl and her boyfriend in high school who are getting these angry anonymous text messages. They don't know who they're from.
Yeah.
But because it's about kids who are like only in college now, everything is documented because these kids are like filming every part of their lives. So just like the future of documentaries is just going to be like a 24-hour stream of what happened,
basically.
basically.
There's not going to be any need for reenactments, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
What are we going to do without them?
Yeah.
I mean, they're recession proof at least.
Yeah.
Like, times are good. There's still like, you want to hear about true crime and all these scandals. Times are bad. You want to know more about them to survive.
It's always there.
It's there.
Just get real into murder. I'm into it. So we're out of time here.
Oh, no.
But I do want to play Beat the Shark. I do.
Oh, sure. Yes, absolutely.
Beat the Shark, as many people know, jumping the shark is when a TV show does something so stupid to keep its fans that it loses them. And on Beat the Shark, we have you defend a moment like that. So we said you could come with one prepared. Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
I liked... So this is a show that, like, I feel like they probably had more than one season planned. It was called The Acolyte. It is in the Star Wars universe.
Okay.
It's one of the ones that everyone hated. Everyone could not get enough hating this show.
Yes.
It was the Jedis are like it's like a prequel before all the original Star Wars stuff happens. It's like in the old Republic where there's, actual Jedis walking around doing their normal Jedi jobs. And I will defend it as like a show and a twist ending at the end, because I feel like it did something that a lot of the newer Star Wars shows and TV and movies haven't done, which is something original. Like they've taken the universe and expanded it.
Yeah.
Like they've shown like a different philosophy within the Force. Like it's like, oh, you establish the Force.
Yeah, because at this point it's so repetitive.
Yeah.
You know the steps of it. So that's why
Right.
I don't watch the new Star Wars show, because I'm like, yeah, I know how this is going to go.
Yeah, like
But this wasn't it also like it was more diverse or something?
super, like, I mean,
that
that's,
made people
if you
mad?
can believe it, one of the reasons people didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was they're going woke again. They had Manny Jacinto and the guy from Squid Games.
Yes. Oh.
Lee Young Jae, I think his name is.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, his English was not great, which made it a little harder to follow. But, like, I watch everything with subtitles now.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. Everything's subtitles.
I'd be watching this whole podcast with subtitles.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's how we're watching TikToks. It's how we're watching everything.
Yeah.
So, like, the show, like, it takes a twist, and, like, I like that there's a different angle to good and evil that like hasn't been shown in the Star Wars universe. Like Andor, one of the perfect shows of the last few years. Everyone loves that one, and I also loved it. It was great. Most of the other Star Wars stuff is like it's up and down, it's hit and miss. The last movie was horrendous. Really hated the Boba Fett show, but like everyone seemed to hate this one. I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to just grit through it because I'm such a big Star Wars fan. But I was like, okay, I like where they were going with it. Like they established these other, like not like anti-Jedis, but like, you know, it wasn't just Jedi and Sith. It was Jedi, like, oh, there's witches who can like kind of also use the Force. Like if there's like a Force in the universe, Jedis aren't going to be the only ones who know what to do with it and everything. And it's like,
see, that's interesting to me. You're pulling me into this.
Yeah, no, I mean, I will say like it's like they did show like a also how flawed the Jedis are. Like they're basically like cops. And it's just like, well, yeah, cops like probably want to do good, but look at how little they do it. Yeah. It's like they're often the cause of their own problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's kind of what this show goes into, is just like, yeah, sometimes these do-gooders ain't so good.
And you're telling me people didn't like that? People didn't like that message?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I think you beat the shark, Jono.
All right.
You beat the shark.
Get that.
Acolyte. It's good. We've decided.
It's not great, but it's much better than everyone gives it credit
not great,
for.
But it's better than people give it credit. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you defended it. If you hadn't come prepared, I was going to make you defend a moment in Scandal where Olivia beats the vice president to death with a chair while he's in a wheelchair. That's what you would have had to defend.
Chair on chair violence?
Chair on chair. Oh, yeah. That is the moment Scandal jumped the shark. The moment she's questioning, and he's the vice president who like tried to assassinate her, and she picks a chair up and starts beating him to death, and he's in a wheelchair.
Oh, no. How does she cover that? Does she like throw him down the stairs or something?
No, they just like say that he had a heart attack and like put him in a hospital. And
he had a heart attack while he was holding a chair above his head. He was like,
yeah, and they're just like, oh, the bruises, and nobody, they just disappear him. But B613, you know, it's a whole thing. The show didn't make much sense, but I want to thank you for joining us today.
Hey, thank you for having me.
This was so much fun.
This was a lot of fun.
You're watching some great TV. Do you have any homework you want to give my viewers? Something you think they should watch?
Wow. What's another one? I liked, well, not season 2, not quite as much, but I really love the Peacemaker show on HBO.
Yeah. Love
very
Peacemaker.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's like it's not it does have some deep concepts in it, and like that is overall good themes, but like it's just dumb fun.
It's so dumb and funny for a superhero show. I loved the twist of the second season, even if I didn't like it overall as much.
Right. Yeah. Like that was I did love the twist as well.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Yeah. Like the overall second season arc of it wasn't great, but like that twist was on point. And yeah, I mean, John Cena is a goof.
Yeah. He's so funny.
He's the weirdest looking human.
Yeah.
You just like made him out of clay or something.
I want to be friends with him so bad.
He seems so fun.
So cool. Follow me online, please, John Cena.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. I have some homework for you too. I'm going to ask you to watch It's Florida Man on HBO Max. Season 2 is coming out November 28th. If you don't know, it's Danny McBride. He takes true stories from Florida, reenacts them with comedians. It's very, very funny. Some comics I love are in it. So check that out. It's after the holidays, still the holidays when you're saying this. Do you need more television to watch? Go watch Bob's Burgers or something. Just watch something nice. The Paper was not that bad. It's good. They're airing it on television now.
Okay.
It's on broadcast. Yeah, they're giving
let's do it.
So do that. Jono, where can people follow you?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm at Jono Zalay, JONOZALAY on all social media. You can check out my album, Beat Life to Death, on everywhere you listen to music. And yeah, I have my tour dates on there. You'll find me.
There you go. Go to the tour date. Yeah. Go ask some science questions.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
We'll be back next week with another episode. Hey, if you liked this episode, make sure you subscribe to this channel. That's the best way to keep up with new episodes, and there's more here to catch up on. If you want us to talk about your favorite show, leave us a comment.